Scraping around to find some form of control.
My project is called Holy Heart, Punctured Lung.
And the room gets smaller.
There were 3 main parts to this project: music, video, and collaboration. For the music part of this project, I wrote, arranged, produced, and recorded 9 original songs and 1 cover. When I sat down to begin producing the tracks on the album, I wanted to be able to utilize the idea that any sound can be used as an instrument. We never stop hearing sound. From the moment we're born until the moment we die, there is a symphony all around us. On the quietest night in the middle of nowhere, we still hear something. Even if it's the bugs chirping, the birds singing, the wind in the trees. We have so many sounds in our environment that we hear, and they're an integral part of the soundscape of our lives. For many of these tracks, there are field recordings I've taken, and they are integrated throughout. I wanted to reimagine the musical sounds that are normally found and substitute them with something else that might be a little bit more interesting, but still plays that sonic role musically.
Everything we faced, bones that still somehow tend to break, how they sometimes heal all wrong.
For example, in The Toy Martyr, one of the snare sounds is actually a bag of Legos that was slightly processed to sit as a bit of a percussive snare hit. There's also my fingernails running across a keyboard that kind of gives a sound that sits in a really interesting percussive space. I think it just gives the listener something familiar to grasp onto, but also a new experience with different sound.
I was breathing underwater.
These songs really detail my emotional journey over the last 6 years, so I wanted to make sure that the sounds and textures added to the things I was trying to express and to say. I think so much of our lives and what we experience is so human and organic, so when I made the different synth sounds, I really wanted to make sure there was still a little bit of that analog, organic element, because I think that is so relatable even when we have such awesome technology to use all the time. The 2 music videos I chose to do for this project were Wolves and The Toy Martyr. When I started filming Wolves, I had in mind that I really wanted to push myself in my videography. I got online and started watching video after video, seeing different types of animation and watching a lot of stop motion videos, and also started to really want to know how to animate things in a small way, in a subtle way, to help better express the core ideas and concepts of the video. For The Toy Martyr, it came together as more of a collection of 2 videos. There was one version that was without singing to the track, and I think that expresses this inward discussion that's happening throughout the lyrics in the song. What I ended up filming later was singing to the track, but trying to give an outward perspective, because the entire first video was an internal perspective. For the collaborative part of the project, I worked with a few different artists on their video creations. It was really great to collaborate with these different musicians because each one of them had a different idea of how they wanted the finished video to look, because everybody has their own different, distinctive artistic style.